Hey guys, so I have a new video series coming up for you. For those of you who subscribe to my channel for surfboard building, thank you. You probably found my channel because you're trying to figure out how to build a surfboard and you don't know where to start. I was in the same boat, so that's why I created that video series. And that video series created this board right here, this retro single fin that I've been riding for the last year or so. And this board here has been really great. I've also done a repair on it because I left it in a hot car and it delaminated on me, so I've had some fun with this board. Anyways, I figured it was time to make a new surfboard. I have a really big quiver and I don't get a chance to ride them all, but I figured, hey, it's time to make a new one. Right here where I'm standing used to be a little enclosed area in my garage that I could shape all my surfboards because it contained all the dust and everything. However, I have other projects I'm trying to work on. You can check those projects out on my channel. So I'm just going to build it here in the garage because it's just one surfboard. What makes this surfboard a little bit different, and I might have mentioned it in my other surfboard build videos, that I was going to eventually do maybe some glass-on fins and also a surfboard from materials you can get locally at your building supply place. I'm going to try to source most of mine from Home Depot. At least that's where I bought the foam, so I'll talk about the foam here in a second that I bought. But this board here is made out of EPS, which is expanded polystyrene, meaning it's a little bead foam that you would find in packaging so that you can use to protect your stuff when it gets shipped or handling. There's another type, and it's a construction foam called XPS, which is extruded polystyrene, where it gets extruded through a die. I guess it would be a blank. They extrude it in and then they cut it. But what makes that really unique is that it doesn't absorb water, number one, and number two, it doesn't off-gas, which is what I really like, because I had an issue with this. Because I didn't vent it properly, I didn't add enough vents to it, and I left it in the hot car. The gas is expanded in the open cells in EPS, that it really isn't great. But this has a less likelihood of, EPS has a less likelihood of delaminating, whereas XPS have some delamination issues, although I haven't had any issues with it yet, except for on the very first surfboard I ever made, like 16 years ago or 15 years ago. When done correctly though, it's not an issue. So I'm going to attempt to show you how to build one out of foam core board. This stuff right here that I got at Home Depot. This stuff right here. So this is the, it's got a little Pink Panther on it right here. Little Pink Panther there, I don't know, kind of good marketing. Pink board, Pink Panther. And this stuff's made by, I think it's Corning. It's made by Owens Corning. I get it in 2-inch thickness and I have to glue it together. So I bought one piece and I cut it in half because it was cheaper that way. You can buy it individual pieces. You might be able to find it in thicker thicknesses than I found it in, but the Home Depot that I go to only had it in thicknesses of 2 inches. So I'm going to glue 2 pieces together and then shape it from this. Now the board I'm going to actually build is that guy back there. I'm going to replicate this guy back here, which is an egg shape that I built, oh, I don't know, about maybe 12 years ago. It's one of the first boards I ever made. And it came out really well. I ride a lot. It's got a deck here that's rubberized so that it's easy on your feet and stuff. I like experimenting with different types of grip. But it's seen a few, it's seen better days. I didn't really know quite what I was doing at the time when I built this one. I didn't laminate it properly. It's got a crack up here, but it held up. It never actually delaminated, so it's solid. Down where the fins are, it's a tri-fin. No issues with delamination where the stresses are for the fins. So the board I'm going to make will be something similar to this because I really like this board. It looks rough, rides well, got a lot of really great rides with this, but I want to make something that's a little nicer, a little more polished, a little more refined, So I figured, hey, why not do a video series, show you guys how to do it. If you like to, follow along. This is probably going to take me probably a few weeks to maybe the rest of the summer to make, depending on how much time I can put into it. I would like to get it done so I can get out and try it, because you know, surfing in cold water sucks and our season is pretty short. And I don't like surfing in cold water that much. So anyways, that's I'm going to replicate this guy here. So follow along. I probably won't go as in-depth with this build series as I did with the other one, because all the techniques are the same. So if I refer to something maybe that you don't understand, just go back and watch my my video series. I'll put it in a card, link it below. You can find it on my channel. So anyways, this is the intro video, and I hope to post more very soon. So thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. Bye for now.